Hey, here we are in your Uncle Joe's Garage, outfitted by California Car Cover. Very special guest and old friend, Kelly Carlin, is with us today. Welcome to the garage.
I'm excited to be here.
We're excited to have you. The new book is A Carlin Home Companion, Growing Up with George.
Yes.
Amazing stories. We'll get to that in a second here. You're part of a Grammy Museum display coming up on the 30th.
Yeah, we're doing an exhibition of my dad's memorabilia there, opening September 30th, and then I'm going to do a public event there on the 2nd. Yeah.
See, I told you. We are in the garage, though. It's traditional.
Yes.
What was your first car?
It was a CJ7 Jeep, 4-inch lift kit, full roll bar, because my dad insisted on the full roll bar if I was going to get that. But it had a very tiny engine, so any hills that I went up, I needed to put my feet out and run because the thing would practically go backwards on hills. Horrible. But, and this,
I was going to say,
and for 1 year I did this, and after a year I was like, okay, I'm done doing this. Done.
Kidneys are bleeding. Time
yes,
to go.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
When your dad was working, there are various phases he went through in his life. Mm-hmm. The whole family, I would guess.
Went through the phases too. And then some, that's a story of my entire life with my dad. So it's from 1960 to 2008. But the stories of the 60s and the 70s and the 80s and the 90s are all there. Mm-hmm. And it's mostly my story, but it's bouncing off of Dad. But the first third of the book is really those growing up years, where some interesting things went on.
Lifestyle was a little strange at times, wasn't it?
Well, the world was a little strange back then. The late 60s, early 70s, there was a lot of experimenting with chemicals. Let's just leave it at that. And my parents did. And I was an only child, so I was left with the task of organizing and managing them at times because it got a little crazy, as it did with so many people during that time.
And you've heard this 1,000 million times. Your father had such an influence on all of us. I was in radio in '68 when the album started coming out, FM and AM, Class Clown.
Yep.
That had to sell like 10 million.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, because everybody was quoting him. That was what we were thinking, how we were thinking, all that. Was that a pain in the butt for you to catch up with later on? People coming up and going, hey, this is...
It's always been an honor and a thrill to receive that from the world because I love my dad's material and I love him and I'm so proud of him. And also at some point there's the invisibility thing where you're like, hi, I'm a human too and I have thoughts also. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of, a thing that you have to balance with that. But the strangest was when kids in high school, guys in high school would try to impress me by coming up and doing my dad's routines. And I would try to explain to them, if you're trying to get laid, really not the way to do it.
Yes.
Awkward.
Yes.
Awkward. Dad's talking to me right now. Little strange.
Grammy Museum, the opening is the 30th, I believe.
Yes, September 30th, yes.
And that's actually on, what's the title of it? George Carlin, A Place for My Stuff.
Hello. Had to go there.
And you have all this stuff.
I do. And this is just a small little taste of it, but it's some tasty stuff.
So they move the stuff from room to room to put them in different... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do a George bit or a butcher one.
It's okay. It's all right. We all do.
Thank you so much for coming into the garage.
Thanks for having me.
Look forward to seeing you at the Grammy Museum and next time around.
Okay, darling.
Kelly Carlin. Hey, I know that yes you, haven't been in the Uncle Joe's Garage yet, but I got some good news. We have created a mobile version of the Uncle Joe's Garage, thanks to our friends at Mike Thompson RV Superstores. Like they say, don't miss a moment. And don't miss the mobile Uncle Joe's Garage coming to location near you.